guys, welcome to my channel airenbeauty. My name is Chizu, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. products. So I just recently did e.l.f. haul, so I will link that video down below, and I'll be using those products and a couple of products that I already had to do this one brand look, and I'm excited to get into it. So let's just get started. So I already moisturized and put sunscreen on my face. I go ahead with this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is supposed to be duping the Tatcha one. Like I mentioned on the haul video, I used the Tatcha one. I used the sample size of the Tatcha one, but I didn't really like it, or I didn't really see much difference on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and then put a thin layer of this. And I'm gonna just blend this out. I know people have been talking about this primer, but I haven't been really using it, so, or I haven't really seen a video using this or anything like that, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. So when you just put it on, this is why I don't like this kind of pen kind of thing, because I would rather one of the things that I like using for a primer, face primer, is either the lotion thing or some spray thing. I have the Smashbox primerizer or primer water here that I like, because I can just spray it and then wait for it to dry and let it go. So this e.l.f. one says to let it sit for 30 seconds, so I'm just gonna sit here to chat with you guys a little bit. I've been trying out the Smashbox primerizer, which is this kind of lotion-y kind of texture, and I also been using this no pore blem prime essence from Touch and Soul that I got from BoxyCharm a couple of months ago, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm using that. So I've been using that, and while I don't feel like a face primer is a must, I like just having something there, just because it makes me feel better about it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let it sit there for a little bit. So I already have my beauty sponge wet. This is the e.l.f. beauty sponge, and you can see that this one has this kind of a cut top, and there's this angle. And normally Beauty Blender is my choice of sponge, and my Beauty Blender is wet, and you can clearly see the size difference. So far I like that the e.l.f. one is bigger, just because I feel then I can go in and do it more quicker. But usually I go use this kind of more at the bottom of the sponge to blend out all my face. So I don't know if I will be using this to blend it out, because that just kind of feels a little weird, or usually it will work kind of great going all in. So I'm kind of excited to try this. So usually I would use the bottom part to blend everything out, and then I just go in with the top to blend out the little crevice area around my eye, around my nose, mostly. So I'm excited to try this out, but I can already see that besides the size difference, this one feels a little more firm than the Beauty Blender, so I don't know how that's gonna compare. So now that I talked about the beauty sponge, I think the 30 seconds kind of done. So I noticed a little bit of tackiness with the primer, but it's not so tacky, but I will need to see how it performs. And I picked up this e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. It comes in a nice pump, and it's in it has nice nice cover to go with it. Cap, that was a word that I was looking for. But I picked this up in the color neutral and natural, and I don't know if it's gonna be a good color match for me, but let's go like this. So I'm just dotting this on my face, and this is how usually I would do it. I don't try to do like a pump and then like say if that would cover it, because I feel like usually like I need more than like what they recommend just because I have like a bigger face. So I just like go in with that. So I guess I'm just gonna go in with this like flat side to blend everything out. So I feel like my foundation like blended like beautifully. This foundation does seem like it's a good match for my skin right now. And I don't think it's a full face. I don't think it's giving me that like heavy like coverage, but I would say this is like very like medium coverage, and I'm not seeing like the coverage isn't bad at all. I'm seeing a little bit of redness peeking through like on this chin area. I feel like this chin is like okay, but this chin I can see a little bit of redness here. And also I can see like my dark circles underneath, but I guess like I don't really like expect like a foundation to like cover everything in just like one layer. And also I usually don't like to layer it, so usually I like just wearing kind of like a medium to like maybe like a medium full coverage kind of foundation. So I'm pretty impressed with this foundation so far. So we'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the day. And I'm gonna go in with next I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f 16-hour Camo concealer. I have this color in light peach. So I think this like concealer isn't bad, but the thing that I don't like about is that this one, the doe foot applicator is so big. I'd rather have it like a little bit smaller, just because I feel like when I just put the product, it already gives me like too much of the product because the doe foot applicator is a little too big. So that's my complaint, but I think the product itself is like pretty good. So I'm just gonna be like putting that underneath my eye and on my nose bridge, and I'm just gonna use the pointier side to blend that out. That I put the coverage up, it really did definitely brighten up my eye area, and I've been using the concealer, so I already know that like I don't really have any issue with that. The only thing with the sponge that I noticed is that I like the flat side. I like that I can cover more like surface area than the beauty blender, and it just makes like doing my face a lot like faster. And like I said, I have like a pretty big face, so like I feel like that like I was able to like do it faster than I would with the normal beauty blender. But I feel like, I don't know if it's because it's more firm or it's just because it's more like bigger than the beauty blender, but I feel like the tip area, when I was trying to like blend it out, it was having a big more issue. And I feel like even this kind of like just like the surface area like around the sponge like wasn't quite like working off for me, like when I was trying to blend out the nose bridge. I don't know, like I feel like I don't know if it's because the concealer was like sitting there a bit longer, because I feel like it took longer to like blend out my under eye area, but I never had that issue with this concealer with other foundation, and also when using sponge when using beauty blender. So I don't know what's up with that, but that's currently what I'm noticing. So I will probably like use more of the flatter side to like blend out my face, I guess. Yeah, so next I'm moving on to do I'll be setting my face, and I picked up this e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder, and it just is a very like clear white powder. So I'm just gonna use this like brush to blend it, to kind of like set my face. And usually I've been like really using this Essence breakup powder for setting my under eye, but since I'm skipping that today and just using this to set my whole face, I wonder like how I'm gonna like the finished look, or if it's gonna really like bother me that my under eye isn't as bright as it usually would be. So next I'm just going to be using this All Day Stay Eyeshadow Primer from e.l.f. I never used this one before. I only used their like $1 like lip primer that comes in like kinda like not too bad. With. So I noticed that like my eyeshadow primer doesn't feel that like, it doesn't feel like tacky when I'm like putting my finger on it, but I do feel like it is a little bit tacky. I don't know. Well, I guess like now it's dry and I don't feel that like tackiness anymore. So now for like the really fun part, I'm going to be going in with this eyeshadow palette that I picked up, but the question is, I don't know what color I want to use, or I don't know like what kind of look I want to do. So this will be interesting to see what color that I come up with. So I think like for today's look, I would just want to, so I'm just taking the color Peachy on my finger and just kind of like using that all over my eye, kind of like as a base color. So I'm kind of like, kind of want to do like something more brighter, or like have some more fun with the colorful like brighter color here, because why not? And also the lip color that I kind of want to use today is just this tint that's supposed to like, you know, like switch color based on your like lip pH. So since I want to do more like that kind of like natural, like more lighter like lip, I want to do something more fun on my eye, but I don't know what color that I should use here. I feel like I want to play more around like with this area, and since I don't really do like green eyeshadow, maybe I should try doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna regret it, but hopefully. Or I really don't know what I should do. I feel like the more I look at it, I'm just gonna keep on changing what color I want to use. So just gonna go into it. I'm just taking my brush, sort of like my taper blending brush, and I'm using that to like go into the color Electric. And I'll just be putting that all over my face. I hope I don't. I got it like right here. I don't know if you can see this like green blue dot that is there currently. After like I do my makeup, I'm just gonna go. I'll probably like just be home a little bit, and then like leave to do some like errand. I need to go to like the post office to mail like some letter for my friend who's in like Italy. She really wanted to get a postcard from me, so I'll be sending her that, and be going over to my boyfriend's place and playing with my cat, and just kind of like chilling there. And like as I have like a therapy session afterward, more towards like the evening, I'll be going to that. So I'll probably be like talking about like my therapy session and like my depression on my another channel, which is going to be mainly be about like me just like talking about like different topics, and mental health will definitely be one of the topic there. I'm kind of like excited to be doing that channel as well. I have like so many ideas like floating around, like for that channel, as well as like for this channel. And this channel was mostly gonna be just like me and like showing like my passion and my love for like beauty products, and like just like sharing my thoughts and stuff related to beauty. So I'm kind of like excited to see where this channel goes. And the other channel is going to be like where I just like talk about like different topics that I'm very like interested in, whether that's like something like heavier, like immigration or mental health, or things like, you know, things like immigration, mental health, or something like that, or something lighter, like just like who my celebrity crush is, or something like that, or just like what makes me happy, you know? So if you are interested in seeing that kind of video, then please go subscribe to that channel. So I'm just going to be taking a clean like blending brush and just kind of like blend out the edges there. I don't know what I want to do with this brief color. So hopefully I can come up with some look that would kind of go with it. I'm going to be taking this like very similar like blending brush that I use with the blue, and I think I'm gonna go in with this Supreme, which is a very like a matte just brown color. And I think I'm going to be like also using that to blend out the blue a little bit, just to like soften this look a little more. Because now I feel like now that I did the blue there, I think maybe for the lid I want to go. Hi, this is editing Jisoo. So when I was editing, I just realized that a clip of me putting on the yellow eyeshadow called Staller on the center of my eye has disappeared. So that's what I did, but the pigment really wasn't there. So I'm definitely not happy with how things are going right here. This yellow isn't just working out to be what I was expecting it to be. Honestly, very disappointed in this. So I think I'm just gonna have to leave my eye like this at this point. I'm really using this shadow wet, just kind of completely destroyed it. Like you can see like the mark here kind of left. So I don't know how I feel about this right now. I think I'm just going to use this shade color and kind of like use that to just for my outer B area. Now I'm kind of like not happy with this eye look right now, but it's okay. The palette isn't as like pigmented, like especially like with the vibrant colors, like it's not as like pigmented as like I was expecting it to be. So I'm kind of like disappointed in that. Just gonna drag it a little down my lower eyelash line, maybe like the last third of it. I haven't really tried like e.l.f. eyeshadow before, and this one doesn't really make me wanna try it. I think after that I'm just gonna go in with this color Moss here, and just kind of just take that, put that on my lower lash line. So I'm at least like kind of like happy with this color Moss right here. I think it's a beautiful color. I think with my eye I'm just going to like end it like that. I don't know like if you can see clearly in this like horrible lighting that I have, but this is just becoming like a murky mess at this point. So I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. jet black liner, and this is like those like brush tip like brush liner. Just put on this eyeliner. I think like so far the liner is pretty good, and it's very black, and it's kind of like similar to the NYC one that I really like that I loved, that I can't like find anymore. But the brush is a little bit like more tinier than that one, so you can really draw like a really fine line. And I just realized that I don't have any mascara from e.l.f. So I'm just going to be I'm just going to go in with this Essence Lash Princess one. I've been like really enjoying this right now. So yeah, so you might have noticed that I didn't curl my eyelashes, and usually I feel like I don't even curl my eyelashes, and I only do that like whenever I'm not like feeling lazy, or if I feel like I'm going to like some special event and I want my lashes to like really be there. I don't even wear like falsies anyway, so I'm more getting to like the habit of like curling my eyelashes, but I feel like it's fine. And it's like you just do what you want to do, right? I always get mascara a little bit like all over everywhere, so I end up having to like clean up afterward. But that's okay. I'm just gonna go in with this like just a little bit of the brow mascara that I picked up from e.l.f. and this is like really small compared to like what I usually use, which is this one right here. This is from the Spnge, and their wand is like pretty big, like as you can see. So this is the Spnge, this is the e.l.f. one. You can clearly see the difference, and this one does seem just like really like a brown mascara. So, and this is in the color brunette, so I'm kind of like curious to see how it's gonna go and match my brow. Already not feeling this too much compared to the regular product that I use. First of all, I feel like I put too much, definitely too much on this eyebrow. And the reason why I'm not feeling like this brow product so much is because first, I don't feel like the color, it's in brunette, and I don't think the color like lightened up my brow. Usually like what I'm looking for in the brow product is that I wanted to kind of like soften and lighten my brow a little bit, just because like I already have like eyebrow, as like you clearly like saw, and I'm just like kind of like going over it to lighten it. And this is just, I feel like this isn't lightening it too much, and I think like the color itself, even though this was like brunette, I feel like it didn't really like match well. This is in red brown, and I prefer like this one so much more. And this one, I feel like the one, because it's so tiny, I prefer like this one where it's bigger, where I could just like go in and like do like 1 or 2 swipe instead of like doing multiple swipe. Because then I feel like that's what happened like here, where I just kind of like tended to like put so like much more product there. So I think like that I'm not like feeling it. And this one isn't new, but this is the e.l.f. contour palette, and this is the e.l.f. contour palette. I believe this is the light one. So I'm just gonna go in with this these two color. I'm more focusing on this darker color to kind of like actually contour my face a bit. So I really like this product, and like I really like the two darker color one. I don't really know what to do with the lighter color one per se, just because I don't really like tend to use those too much. So if you have this contour palette, and if you have an idea on what I can do with these two colors, then please like let me know. Leave a suggestion down below. I'm just tweaking it a little bit. And now I'm going to be taking this like more flat top brush to kind of like go in with this like more bronzy color here. And this one I feel like it's a little more like, it has a hint of like red undertone to it, and I think that like really works well with like my skin tone. As far as bronzers go, I'm just going to like put that where I put the contours and kind of like blend it, as well as like warm up a little bit of my skin. Warm up my face more. So yeah, this is my, I think like this is probably like one of my favorite cleanser and contour product. And next, I'm just gonna go in with this like very e.l.f. Primer-Infused blush, and then I picked this up in the color Always Cheeky. And when I was swatching it yesterday, I thought it was kind of like more very like soft and muted than I was expecting it to be. So I don't know how I'm gonna like this blush, because usually I like to do my makeup where like you can tell that there is like something, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm just taking my blush brush and just gonna go in with it. So I guess like on the cheek, it's not as muted as I was expecting. I don't know like if you can tell, but you can see this like soft and glowy like cheek here. And I feel like it's really pretty, like even though it's not like too like in your face kind of like blush, but I like it. So for the next one, is supposed to be metallic and one of them is just shimmer, so I don't know how that's gonna look. So I'm just taking more of the metallic shade and putting more of that. And oh my god. God is blinding right there. Oh my gosh. I'm like looking through the viewfinder and the camera and I'm just so surprised at the way that like my sound there is this huge mirror like behind, and I can also see through the mirror like how blinding this thing is, so I'm definitely impressed. Yeah, so I really like this highlighter. Like, you can tell how pretty it is. So I think I'm just gonna take the shimmer side, the shimmer color that I used, and just kind of put that like up on my brow bone here, and just use that to kind of also like put that on my nose and the bridge. And I'm gonna go in with this lipstick, and this just looks like this. I feel like this is like very like pretty like Barbie color right now, Barbie pink. This is in the shade Perfect Pink, and I'm just gonna put this and see how that looks. So I think like that just gave me a very sheer wash of color. I don't know if it's gonna change the color or if it's just gonna stay like this the whole time, but yeah. So let me just oh my god, my hair is a mess right now. I think I'm just going to be yeah, my hair is a mess right now, and it is still drying, so I'm just gonna leave it like this, I guess. For now, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Probably that looks better than having it both like in front of me, I guess. I think. So this is the finished look. So I'm just gonna kind of like go over how everything was and like share my opinion on it. So I don't know what it is. So as far as the eye makeup went, let's start with the product that I was not like happy with. So as far as this one went, like it wasn't like bad, but like it was like I feel like this one was just like kind of like mediocre. And if it was the only brow product I have, I think I would definitely just like use it. But since I prefer like the bigger one, like I would just like use this. And the color was a little like off for me personally. I'm impressed with this eyeshadow. I feel like I would just like skip this eyeshadow, but I feel like the bright colors like didn't perform as I would have like wished to, and I was like kind of like disappointed that this yellow color just had like the wet stain as soon as I used it with the wet brush. So I'm kind of like disappointed with it, and I'm like completely not happy with the eye look that I did, because I think like the color just wasn't like what I was expecting it to be. Oh, let me actually do this one product, this last product before I forget. It's just the e.l.f. Mist and Set Primer not primer, finishing spray. I don't remember, like I feel like I used one of these like way back. It could have been like the more mattifying one or whatever, but I think this one is just the original makeup mist and set. Let me just print this. So I tried a lot of setting sprays before, but I feel like the only setting spray that I actually like is the All Nighter from Urban Decay. So like I was like, but I have tried like other stuff like so long ago, so I guess I definitely need to see this. But so far, like I mean, like it missed it fine, so I don't know if it's this the only thing that I need to test out is to see if this actually works for me. I mean, I feel like so far the HD powder, like there was like nothing wrong with it, but I feel something like I feel that with my face product right now, something is definitely kind of off, because my face is like fine, like my cheek area and like my hair, but I'm noticing that like the makeup on my nose is like already like breaking down, and I don't know if that's the foundation or whatever, but I usually do have issue with like the makeup on my on my nose breaking down very quickly, especially in the summer, because as soon as I put on foundation I just like sweat like crazy. But I don't think like it breaks down like this much this quickly, so I don't know what's going on with that. But so far the powder is a powder, and the primer, kind of like going all over with this. The primer, I definitely need to test it out a little more, but I'm not really like fan of this kind of like packaging of the primer where I need to like dig it out and kind of use it, but it's different, I gotta say. And the eyeshadow primer, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if like if the shadow would have like worked better with another primer, but so far, like I thought this is just primer. I don't have like much thought on it yet. The blush, I liked it. I was like surprisingly pleased with the brush, with the blush, because I was worried that I'm not gonna be like happy with the pigment of the blush, but I am pretty like happy with it. And here, and the next e.l.f. product, this contour palette, like I mentioned, this is like my favorite contour palette, so I really like this. So this is definitely something that I would recommend to you guys. And the next one is the e.l.f. Liner. So far I don't have any problem. This was like perfect for drawing like a really thin liner, and I would definitely continue using this. This, as long as it doesn't like smudge on me, I think I will definitely, this will probably be like one of my favorite item out of the, this will probably be like maybe even be one of my favorite like eyeliner. And this foundation, I mean, I definitely need to try this a lot more to see how it goes, and I kind of need to like figure out if the nose situation is just due to the foundation or like the primer or whatever it was, or if it's just like I'm just having like more sweaty day today or something, I don't know. And the e.l.f. Camo concealer, I find that like it's, I mean, like it's not bad, but it's also not like the most amazing concealer in my opinion, and I feel like the doe-foot applicator is way too big, and that kind of like throws me off guard. Now that I've been like talking a little bit, I feel like this color has definitely been a little more darker than how it was. Don't get me wrong, because it's still light and it's very like sheer wash of color, but I think it was still a little bit more like pinkier than how it was like originally. So and the last product is highlighter. I would definitely, I mean, granted I only played around with like the two color here, but this highlighter palette, I would definitely recommend picking it up if you really and like the fact that you get like 3 different kind of like texture, I think it's great here. And the highlighter, like obviously like it performs like really great. So if you're, but I feel like maybe if you're not really into like in your face kind of highlighter, then maybe this might not be worth it, just because like the 3 color, like the half of the palette is metallic, and this is supposed to be like glitter topper. So I don't know if like just like having 2 shades that might be more like sheer is gonna be worth it to you. But this is definitely my favorite out of this purchase that I did. That about concludes my one brand look from e.l.f. If you want me to do one brand look on from other brand, then please let me know which brand that you would want me to do next. Yeah, it was kind of like fun being able to try more product from the e.l.f. And I think I'll definitely like try some. I will definitely be playing a lot more with these products, and I'm really like happy with this highlighter so much right now. I'm just like, I cannot stop staring at this like blinding like highlighter right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun kind of like filming this, so I hope you guys also enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other suggestion for my other videos, then please let me know in the comment down below. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. And please give this video a thumbs up. And please give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!